Good evening, man.
Hi Lloyd, good evening.
Yeah, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Oh, by the way, we are live now.
Yep, I know. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Lloyd speaking, and Happy New Year to you all. All right, hope you all had a good rest during ADW rest time. Yeah, so now we are all back full force, bombarding and teaching you all sorts of stuff. So I'll start the new year by introducing an old indicator, which I've done, I think, probably sometime last year I think it's early December. Yeah, I really like this indicator, partially because it enables me to trade breakout quite pretty well. Yeah. So for those of you who did tune in the past, that I hope you remember, it is something called the inverse Bollinger Bands. Oh, that's a bad color. Yeah. So this is the indicator I think I did introduce in the past. Yeah. So essentially, it works somewhat like Bollinger Bands, just better friendly. And if you know attended a few of my shows, I'm seriously speaking, I'm not really that interested in knowing the calculation of the indicators. I'm more of a visual guy. When I test the indicator, I'm more concerned with first thing, whether is it a repainting indicator. Second thing is whether is it a recalculating indicator. If it's not either of these two, not that I don't use them, I do. Just that at the back of my head, I need to know whether it's repainting or recalculating. If it's not, then visually I go ahead and make a guesswork of how those indicator works. Yeah. So again, be it for trend trading, breakout reversals, because I've played so much indicator, I more or less have an idea how to use them. Yeah. So for inverse Bollinger Bands, it is a trend trading. It can be used for trend trading. It does in a way sort of detect retracement. It also can be used for breakout. Yeah, really depends on your analysis. Yeah. So while I shared with this, and then the author, I think M. Layden, he actually updated it. Yeah. So one of the class of indicator which I really like is actually anything that is being slapped on screens. There's a candle overlay. Yeah. So what I meant by candle overlay, that would be the second one. There you can see basically it overlay the existing candles. Yeah, so I'll just pattern it up. There you can see I'll just change it to 3 and 3 so that it looks bigger. Yeah. So I'm still not changing any way how I use this particular indicator. It is still very much the same as in the past. Anything that's within this bubble, don't trade. Once price breakout, then you can trade it. Now, whenever I said that, there's this off chance that you cannot determine what is a breakout. Yeah, and sometimes it's really tough. I do admit, like for example, this particular candle. Now for the overlay, you can see that it actually changes to pink already. Yeah, but visually, if there's no overlay, it might not seem so. Yeah. by essence, what happens is that the candles actually did close outside of this bubble. Yeah, that's why the overlay candles did change it to pink. Yeah. So it actually helps a lot with my backtesting, which I like it a lot. Yeah, that it leaves no room to interpretations. And secondly is that, again, I have to be very careful. Between indicators and price action, I will actually prefer indicators more because it's more black and white to me. Yeah. I don't have to second guess the indicator. Oversold is oversold. Color change is color change. There's no in betweens. Yeah. Not that I detest price action. It's just that indicators to me overall is just more clear cut. Yeah. So now I have to trouble mind to actually paste both links. I've actually included the links for both Bollinger Bands and the candles overlay, just in case you're actually didn't download first time round. Yeah, you can use both. By and large, you can just actually use the overlay, candles overlay would do. Yeah, unless you just want more visual information. So again, for trend trading, I think this is very clear cut. A retracement is simply just marked by candles that are not being overlaid. You can see them in its original shape and color. Yeah. And once there's a momentum move going on, so you can see that the candle actually changed color. As simple as that. I don't think there's any way to misinterpret it. Again, let me fatten them out. So this particular indicator does not help you actually do analysis. I think there's still a need for you to do analysis. Yeah. Whether you're biased to go long, to go short, or just to be neutral about it. Yeah. Doesn't mean that the candle change color, you have to follow it to go long or short. You'll still get caught by certain situations whereby price is just possibly ranging, tight range, or anything else. So one of the ways that I prefer to, on my own when I trade, I will always refer to the higher time frame, which is the weekly time frame. I think that's one of the best way to determine whether there's a reversal or there's a trend continuation. Yeah. So to me, it's a rather simplistic manner, but works very well for me. Is that let's look at the weekly time frame, whether there's a engulfing bar, whether there's a doji bar, whether there's a test bar or pin bar for some of you. Yeah. So I've just gone. I'll just choose with USD SGD. So you can see over here, this whole period is the downtrend. Yeah, so we start with just looking at purely downtrend and see what actually gives us. So during a downtrend, just focus on the very top part, which is starting from April onwards last year. All right. It has an uptrend before that. I'm just going to ignore this. But during this part, like I mentioned, just keep a lookout at engulfing bar, test bar, or even doji bar if you trade it. Doji bar will be preferred to trade breakouts, but test bar and actually engulfing bar already give you a directional bias. Yeah. So you can look from here. You can see that this is actually a bearish engulfing bar. Yeah, engulf the previous green bar. So we're just going to look for short the very next week when we see this. Obviously, you have on this hindsight, you know that price doesn't actually give you it did actually go further down. But let's look at what happened with the indicator. Pretty sure we got probably one or two stop losses along the way. Let's put H4. Wait a minute. H4. Okay. Oops. Yeah. So I'm going to go short. What I want to see when price, not price, when I have a bias to go short, I would still prefer to see some sort of consolidation or retracement, and then I go short. That's about it. That's all I want to see. Yeah. So you can see throughout this week, what happened was that at the start of this week, price did goes into some sort of consolidation, and then it did give me a pink bar, which is a signal for me to go short. Yeah. So I'm going to, with the assumption that I'll just enter all trades at markets. I'm not going to use pending order. I'll enter it, and my stop loss is going to place at the last swing high. This will be a stop loss. This is a losing trade for me. Fine, so be it. All right, no analysis and indicator combination. This will give you total win rates. Now back to the drawing board on the weekly time frame. So you can see that the current week candle does not really give you anything. In fact, we have one stop loss. Then the following week, we actually have it on the weekly time frame. We have a high test bar. So again, this is an indication for me to go short. Okay, engulfing bar followed by test bar. Good news, maybe. I don't know how it goes. So that will be on the 26th of April. We can see from here, price actually did indeed go short, but I didn't get my retracement or consolidation. Price just went totally downwards. Yeah, my analysis was correct, just that the indicator didn't give me any space to go into. Sometimes it happens. Just got to respect the markets. And then you can see after that, we have another high test bar. I'm using the easiest form of analysis. I'm not going to complicate matters. Right, there will be a 10th. You can see on this particular date, consolidation, price goes higher. Consolidation, green bar. Then this is a 1 bar consolidation. Then finally, we have a selling bar. Now at this stage, all right, price did give me an entry to go short. That part is true, but I've got to exercise some caution is that if you look, if I'm going to go short, I still want to see this kind of movement. But what price is showing me is this. Then that is something that I'm no longer interested. So price indeed went higher. All right. Finally, over here, so you can, if any of you recognize this 3 bar price action, it is sort of a ring high. Yeah, just that the middle bar is not your usual high test bar. Otherwise, I will still deem this as a bearish engulfing. So we're going to see what happens next on 31st of May. There. So you can see that price indeed did drop all the way. Consolidation, 1 bar consolidation, buying bar, consolidation, and then finally I have a selling bar, which is happened in the middle of the week. So price indeed did fall. I'll probably get to only TP1. That's about it. Yeah. So I have a very, very small winner. Again, on the weekly time frame, this can be repeated over and over again. I'm just looking for test bar on a weekly time frame for my directional bias, and then I'm going to H4 just to enter again. So this will be a test bar, and then I don't have anything much over here. Test bar, both for me to go long. All right, the signal is for me to go long, and then I also have a test bar, which is eventually for me to go short. So let's look at what happens. 14. There. So remember the first test bar that I highlighted on the weekly time frame is for me to go long. So what I want to see is that for price to consolidate, 2 bar consolidations, it didn't go long. Right, each bar changed to pink, and then 2 bar consolidation. Finally, I have a buying indication. Right, this is a setup. But again, on the actual chart, I did mention that for me to go long, I need to see this kind high, 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 low. I don't see anything of that nature over here. So although this indicator did tell me to go long, but as long as I don't see my cyclicity at the end, I cannot. It's very hard to convince myself to go long. So back to drawing board, weekly time frame. So you can see that test bar on the following week, which is 23rd. There you can see I don't even want to go into it because we don't get any cyclicity at all. So we have over here up, one bar consolidation. You can see that price consolidate selling, right? And then consolidation buying. But at this point, because there's a selling already, I'm really not interested. And then you can see that price eventually goes lower. We just adding a bit of discretionary with cyclicity. It's quite easy to actually, to me, to trade. Test bar, and then price go low. Right, so we're gonna see what happens at 10th, 04 10th. So price at 10, when we see, you can see that it peaks over here, consolidation, selling, consolidation, selling, one bar consolidation, and this is the setup that I'm going for. You can see what happens next. Selling bar above, then probably just a not very nice TP1, and the price retraced. Yeah. So this is only from one chart. I got one stop loss, 2 TP1. Not fantastic, I would say, which is true. All right. Then finally, we have an engulfing bar. You can see that price goes lower, and then I have a test bar. Price goes somewhat lower and probably retraced. So test out this indicator with all the other charts, and then come to a conclusion of your own. Let's see how it can be used. To me, I prefer to use the most simplistic manner. Weekly time frame, look for directional bias, and then go down to all the way to H4. Just look for cyclicity. The entry will be given by the indicator. That's about it. That's about how I would prefer to use this indicator. Let me hear your thoughts of views. Let me see if any of you actually discover anything. Is there a way to actually, I'm still thinking of a way to actually treat this as a pure reversal indicator. Not very successful with it. Maybe I don't have the talent for trading reversals at this moment with this indicator, but to me, it's still a rather interesting one. At the moment, I'm testing this with actually doji bar and trading as a pure breakout. That actually gives me some pretty interesting results. You might want to have a look at it. Yeah. So I would say you have potential for breakouts, you have potential for obvious trends. Reversals, I've not found any, at least not to the way that I actually trade. Yeah. So let me hear what you think about this particular indicator. See what does it actually interest you. Yeah. Again, the entry, like I mentioned, just look for cyclicity to guide you along the way. Don't blindly enter with just pure setups alone. Usually that will get you into a lot of trouble. Yeah. So let me see. Okay. Hi Paresh, happy new year to you all. I really hope 2021 will actually be a better year for us all, in terms of your personal life and of course with trading also. Yeah. Because to me personally, 2020 is a really good year for me to grow because I've been stuck at home all day long. Then what better way than to spend my time playing indicators to discover new ways to trade. Yeah. Sino Scott. I think mine will actually follow up with the team. Yeah, I don't actually address programs related to courses that you actually attended. Hey Orlando, you're here. Happy New Year. I'll be meeting you tomorrow at the show. And then, hi Kevin. All right, so I think mine has actually posted both the links on top. So if you're interested in downloading both indicators, which is really similar to how Bollinger Bands functions, but just a bit of an added twist. Try it out with this indicator. Yeah, you might find some interesting way to actually add it to your current way of trading. Yeah, with as always, what I've mentioned, with a very, very objective set of entry and exits. All right, so with that, thank you for joining me with this show. And tomorrow I will be back together with Orlando to host. Crap, I forgot the name. Not the Christmas show. Coffee Talk. My mind has not completely booked up. But tune to us tomorrow at 8:30. I'll be back with Orlando with some analysis of the markets. And that's all. Goodbye, everyone.